Clay Burdett here with co-head softball coach Karen Bitter. Coach, you guys celebrated senior day this past Saturday, but you weren't able to seal the deal against Lenore-Rhine. This was the only time a conference opponent has taken the sweep against you guys, with Wingate being the first one in March. But Leonhardt with 2 homers and Rakes with 18 strikeouts really is a little bit too tough to battle back, regardless of what team. So give me your thoughts on that.
Sure. I mean, as far as the first game is concerned, I would have liked to have just had a couple pitches back. I mean, outside of that, I thought McKenna pitched a good game. With Lionheart hitting those 2 homers early in the game, it was definitely difficult against Rakes to try to battle back for sure. In a lot of ways, I think there were some things that we could have done a little bit better. I don't know if that necessarily would have changed the outcome per se, but I wish we would have been a little bit more aggressive at the plate and just kind of swinging a little bit earlier in counts. We just kind of got ourselves in a hole, and it's really hard to cover the rise and the curve, on with 2 strikes. So, that's kind of something that we've talked about, and we're going to adjust as we head into Tusculum. But, and then as far as game 2 is concerned, I thought, in their game 2 pitcher, I felt like the minute that we kind of started to get a little bit of momentum going and that type of thing, she put Rakes right back in, which, is obviously a smart coaching decision because Rakes is good. And so she, kind of put an end to any kind of momentum we were building. We just weren't able to pull away with, either one of those, but just wish we would have been a little bit better offensively, even in game 2 early, we had bases loaded, I think at one point, in that first inning, and I think we came away with 1 on a sac fly. If we could have come up with a couple more there, could have put us in a little bit better position a little bit later in the game, but Lenore-Rhine's a great team. They came ready to play, and they hit the ball really well. So I knew they were going to be tough, and that's what I told the girls after the game. So we just need to bounce back and just get prepared for Tusculum and really the rest of our 8 conference games.
So speaking of Tusculum, you guys are going to play Tusculum hopefully on Sunday, but weather could change that, obviously. But this Tusculum squad is 8-8 in conference. They're not huge power hitters. They're ranked 11th out of 13 in slugging percentage in the conference. But defensively, pitcher Emily Sappington for them is sitting 4th in the league in strikeouts. So tell me what you're feeling about this particular matchup, which I feel like is pretty evenly matched.
Yeah. Tusculum is, they're a little bit of a mix of power and speed. Sometimes I think that's a little bit deceptive because on their field, it's like 225 to center with a forever tall fence. So they can hit it and swing it pretty well. Especially when you're talking about ours, kind of smaller size field. So we have to do a good job of making sure that we're, sticking our spots, hitting our spots, making our pitches move, changing speeds, and then of course playing good defense. But she does have some speed. She's got some people that can steal some bases. So, a lot of similar to, in a sense, Carson Newman, where we just really need to do our best to keep those speedy people off base. And then, of course, just offensively, we just need some timely hits. So you only got to win by 1. We don't necessarily need to do, anything wild or crazy. We just need to come in there, have a timely hit or 2. And I think that's kind of what we've been missing here a little bit in some of these games. We had some timely hits against Limestone, but there's need to do a little bit better job when people are in scoring position, scoring some runs when we have opportunities to do so. So I'm hoping we could do that against Tusculum. Sappington, she's certainly tough. Won a conference championship last year. So she's does a great job in there in the circle for them. And, I'm just hoping that we can attack early and learn our lesson and, like I said, be able to kind of play good defense and score 1 more than them.
Well, the UVA-wise Cavaliers are at home to face the Tusculum Pioneers on Sunday, April 10th at 2 and 4 p.m. weather depending. As always, keep up with all UVA-wise softball statistics, schedule changes, and more on UVAWiseCavs.com. Thanks so much, Coach.
Thanks.